We're live. Hello, guys. Thank you so much for your patience and waiting for us. I was a bit delayed, and the guys have been ever so patient and waited for me to get ready and online. I'm here tonight on the Global Eye Tour live update with Harry, with Chris, with Trav.
Trav,
Lucy, now I like. So sorry. You know what, guys? We just went through that off air, and
We'll repeat that one again, Roxanne. Start that one again.
I'm joined. I'm joined on the Global Eye Tour live update with Harry, Chris, Trav.
Honestly, it's unreal how many people get my name wrong. Honestly, so you're not the first.
Right? I'm so sorry, babes. Honestly. And last but by no means least, we're joined by Jason as well. Hi, Jason. How you doing?
I'm okay, thank you. I had to join today because Newcastle was one of my favourite destinations that I didn't get to go.
It was amazing, wasn't it? Today was absolutely, for me, it was jaw-dropping at one point. I was absolutely dumbfounded with the amount of people that just collaborated themselves around the banner and were just shouting it almost from the rooftops. That girl today, she had a voice like a foghorn.
Yeah.
I don't think there was anyone in the next town that didn't hear what she was shouting. So how did you guys, how did that affect you today? Seeing how people were in Newcastle?
Magical. It's really good to get Travis' perspective on it, because just joining it to see it from outside and then from inside.
Oh, like totally different. Every time I've watched them and stayed on tune with them, and then actually being there for the day. Yeah, I loved it. Totally different, but I loved it, and I'm gonna join tomorrow as well in Miiddlesborough.
Love it.
Well done.
Love it.
Rob, you're not going home, are you?
No, that's me. I'm done. I'm settled.
It's a convoy. Brilliant.
Excellent.
Is it? I was going to say, can I officially add Trav to the team now? Because I've done the website and I want to officially add him now.
Yeah, of course.
Love it.
Of course you can.
Love it. Awesome. I'll second that one. Second that. Find it today.
Sorry?
How did you find it today, Chris?
Magical. Yeah, I got rid of my first troll. Yeah, but yeah, I sussed him out and got rid of him. And again, it's the conversations you have and the intelligent people. It's remarkable. I've just really enjoyed today. I was shattered this morning getting there, but as soon as you start talking to people, it just boosts the level. And not all these flat earthers turn up, but just full of energy. Brilliant. Really enjoyed it. Emotional day for me as well. Yeah. The amount of generosity we had today with donations from people.
That was my next question. I think people came out today with actual tangible help, didn't they?
To be honest, I was pretty emotional about when I got back. It hit me. How powerful was this? The generosity of people. Yeah, magical.
The generosity of the Pathers today, as Chris said, was just magical. And we were all moved by it. People coming up because they wanted to contribute, they wanted to be part of it, and wanted to see more of it. So it was definitely amazing.
Highs and lows of today, guys. I'm going to go one by one, including you, Jason, because you were able to watch it. I know you missed a little bit of it, but you were able to watch it as well. Harry, I'm going to start with you. Your highs and your low. What was the most? I wouldn't say lowest part of the day, because the day was awesome, but the most negative interaction that you had. For me, it was the trolls. There was some real life trolls there again.
Yeah, exactly.
So maybe you could touch on the trolls. But what was the highest moment, your ultimate high from today?
I can't remember how long into we were, probably 5-10 minutes. And I was immediately surrounded by about 10, 12 passionate Pathers, all talking over each other, about excited and passionate. And I was looking to who I could talk to, and there there's no ball effort, there's no flat effort. So I thought, oh, just throw a camera away and say, happy to greet them all and just, oh, great feeling. But yeah, that obvious troll that was speaking to, I didn't even see that as a negative. I just thought, well, I'm not going to spend more time with you. It's the same Operation Mandai and coming in, staying all day and repeating everything, interrupting, talking over. I thought, oh, it's just too many other people there to engage with, to spend time with. They're all positive for me.
Mm. And Trav, what was yours? What was your high moment of the day? I done it right! Yay!
I was just a little bit annoyed about the wind, but apart from that, everything was fine.
Yeah.
Wind kept on blowing the banners all over the place.
A sterling job you did too by picking up everything.
Oh, I was a human peg. Yeah. Well, yeah, it was. I tell you something. With that troll person, first time I've ever seen one in person before. Because to be honest, you don't know that they're there unless you see it in person. You know what I mean?
So
like,
you've got to see it for yourself to believe it.
Like, and I kept away from him. I just let Harry deal with them. Like he had it under control and trying to shake everyone's hand, holding 3 cameras and everything. It was fine.
Yeah. What about you, Chris?
Highlight of today was an Indian guy doing PhD at the local university. Are we off camera? He came up to me and he asked me just to sit there and listen to what I had to say. Spoke about the water, the levels and everything. I think about 10 minutes, short time. And he just said, well, thank you very much. I'll look into this. He said that people in the universities are talking about this behind closed doors. I agreed with him because we've heard that anyway. And he just shook my hand and said, well, thank you very much. I'm going to look in depth into this. He walked away. Wow. It was like, wow moment. And the same trolls that were after Harry, the bad bit, came after me. So Harry got rid of him. Walking over towards me. But I sussed it all out now. Harry's taught me troll nature. I just dismissed them. And then they came back again, and they got personal. I think someone's heard it, and they were insulting me, trying to get a reaction out of me. So I gave them a bit of an insult back, and they just walked out. Got to intelligent conversation, twisting it around, and then it got to insults. They've been trying to use every tool in the box to actually get a reaction, a negative reaction. And it did work. Yeah.
Well done. Round of applause for you.
I'm pleased with myself that I dealt with it. Yeah.
Good job.
Me well.
Good job. So I've got a selection of clips that Jason has orchestrated and helped me with this evening. Obviously, we're not going to play all of the interactions from today because there is just an insane amount from today. But I think we've got a nice selection of clips to show everyone. And for those of you that were at work today and were unable to watch the live and haven't watched the live yet, you're going to get to see a snippet here of some of the weirdest and wonderful interactions that happened today. And if you haven't seen it, I'd strongly suggest you do go and see it. The description box has got Harry's channel, Chris's channel, all the ways that you can donate to the tour and a few other links as well. There's a few other links in there that we're going to talk about live tonight as well. An additional website that you can go to that Jason's going to break down for you all and give you some more information about. The link for that is in the website description box as well. So yeah, if you guys just bear with me, I'm just going to start to screen share with a bit of luck. Successfully screen share, that is, because this is not my strong point, everyone. So just bear with me a sec. Just moving that to the side, present that to everybody, and then do that. No, you can't see what I can see. No, wait a minute. Sorry, guys. I'll get there. Right. So, can you see what I can see now?
Yes, yes.
Right, perfect. So before I do this, I need to stop my Bluetooth so that you guys can hear the footage. So now what I want to know is, can you guys still hear me?
Yes, Roxanne, yes.
Perfect. All right. Can the chat room still hear me? And if you can't, I'll see what I can do to fix that. So just bear with me a second, guys. I just want to get it right first time. Yes, right. Okay, cool.
What's going on, Harry?
Fellow flower.
Before.
Whereabouts?
Hereford.
Hereford. Oh, well. What's your name again?
It's Lee.
Lee. Oh, yes. Did you have your son with you last time?
I did.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, great, yourself?
I not too bad. Swing by and see how he's getting on.
Oh, thanks for coming down, man. Good.
Have you just got in and go?
Yeah, it was really nice 5 minutes ago, but the heavens just opened up.
So 9 days if you're just getting here.
Yeah, good. So I think there's somebody else coming down, so that's 4 of you coming in, so that's fantastic.
Yeah, good. I think people were just expecting a little bit earlier, maybe. I don't know. I've got the
We did a video earlier to say that there's no point coming in because it was thunderstorms and hail.
No, I'm going to just go for another one here while I'm just going to keep it moving.
Have you got a banner, Lee, as well?
Yeah, we made one last year.
Yeah.
Just a flat earth, research flat earth. Yeah. We stopped it up on a couple of the bridges on the motorway.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Motorway, sticking it up on the bridges and motorways.
I don't have a channel there.
I do not.
No, see someone else.
All right.
Excellent. And on to the next one.
Oh, I'd come a bit closer, but my dog's not great with other dogs. Would you like to hold the dog? No. Could you hold that dog?
Love it.
What's your name? Manuel. Pleased to meet you, man. Thanks for coming down. My dog's not great with other dogs.
Yeah, not fair as well.
So thanks very much for coming down. So how long have you been into the subject yourself?
A few years.
Yeah.
A few years.
Fantastic.
Just saw some video on YouTube.
And do you live in Newcastle?
I live in Newcastle.
Thanks for coming down. Yeah. There was a big. Your dog makes some amazing noises. Is he singing?
Love it. And to the next.
The sluggy, and it'll make them go slower and more effort in the arms, so it hurt the arms more, and people could also fall. That's why the ground should be even.
Don't you think the ground is even?
No, I don't think the ground is even, like you see in the sands.
Is water level?
Water is not level because it all goes into the grass.
Yeah. So when it falls to its lowest point, is it level?
You know.
Is it not level in your swimming pool, in your bath?
It's level in my bath, aye.
In the sea?
Oh, you got the flat earth, yeah. Right, the earth is flat. I don't see why people are like, it's not round, right, because it's flat. If it wasn't flat, why would the ground be flat? Why wouldn't it be curved, right? Why would it just not, why wouldn't it just fall off the edge?
It's so big, the
right?
curve, you don't actually feel it.
No, that's just a lie. The earth is flat.
I think you're very switched on, yes. It's not that big, it's only 24,900 miles.
The earth is flat, I don't see why people are saying, why is it the more that
I don't think you've ever seen the camera see
why aren't these curves?
They tell us
it's flat. If you look straight at the flat, and why is the puddles on the floor when it rains? Because the earth is flat.
You should be able to see curved water.
You should be able to see curved water. But if you're in the bath, right, how are we not walking sideways if the earth is flat? Why aren't we walking on our sides? Tell us. Because the earth is flat. I am part of the fifth community as well.
Yes.
This is why everybody who says the earth is round is just stupid. They are.
Well said.
Well said. Well said indeed.
Sorry?
The earth is flat.
Sorry, my hearing's gone. But...
You can see the earth isn't flat, I'm just lying.
They're saying it's not flat, they're just lying. I love it. I love it.
I don't keep swinging both ways. Lily, I hope you're honest.
They're brilliant.
Yeah.
And I was just saying, I see the British Harry's trying to get across is not so much to tell you, but just investigate for yourself. I says, go and look at Harry's channel, you know, go and look at other YouTube channels, make your own mind up. I says, you know, these are lucky, the kids, and that's what I told them. I said, you're lucky because you've got the internet, you've got everything. We had not a lot when we were young. We just had the books and stuff like that.
Or program, radio, newspapers, TV.
And of course, and you know, I mean, I say it all the time on your channel when you're traveling around the country. All these program responses that just come out.
Yeah.
You know, gravity. Say, well, I mean, it's an amazing thing, isn't it? Gravity. God, I wish I had something in me freaking back on. You know what I mean? It's like. But I think it's sort of, I've just said, you know, go home by yourself when you're in by yourself. Get a few YouTube videos up on Flat Earth and just see what information, if it sort of resonates with you, you know, and I said it probably will, you know, you'll see things that don't make sense when you come out in reality. I says, you know, I says, we get told about gravity and all this sort of stuff, but that's not reality. We cannot test it, we cannot do anything. I said, when you go down the beach,
I see you
get your camera. Harry, I think
I'm taking Lily on too.
Have you ever thrown the thing? Doesn't have gravity.
Yes, it does, but that's what keeps them coming together.
Yeah.
No, it's true. We'll get one. A big trigger there.
On the next.
When they just fall off the sea. When the sea just fall off in the sea. See from the earth and slaps. Me? Hello.
I'm on your side. All the way, kid. All the way.
It's right.
People didn't understand.
What's your name?
NASA's lies. NASA's lies.
Please meet you.
The amount of billions NASA's taking over.
What's your name?
Roy.
Pure fat. The horizon.
That's just flat.
The earth is really flat. Then you're just a massive meme.
Well done, guys.
Of course the earth is flat.
See if I just put a spirit level
Why is the spirit level falling off?
When the trains are going past, it's all the condensation of the exhaust of a plane taking up and coming down when they get up in the height. There's plane, when on a plane spin around. No, it doesn't evangelist.
It doesn't curve, does it?
Now there's a world spin around like where Sam on the earth now. When it's turning around like a propeller.
Yeah, absolutely. Well said, sir.
That's where we get out the fact that a lot of our technology took on the site. I think there's a lot of high intelligence. Do you know when people laugh at you? Just what I do, I know that I reach, and the people that laugh are just shit.
Lily, we're taking you on tour with us. You're brilliant.
People don't believe the earth is flat. Look at the floor, there's puddles. The earth is
And the next, we've got a troll coming up. The troll, I think it was the first main troll of the day.
It's not an argument, we're just asking for proof of claim.
All right, so it's a lack of trust in what people are saying.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, well, if you don't believe what trusting what to say, how do you trust that anything works?
Well, I didn't say everything.
All right.
I was told when I was a child in school that I lived in this magical spinning ball with water going around it.
Yeah.
I believe that totally, as probably you did, without much evidence. Now, hi, Steve. Thank you very much for everything. Great to meet you. Cheers, bye. What a nice job that was.
Oh, yeah.
Stevie, thanks very much for the lift.
I'm not here to say you're wrong and that everything you say is a lie, but I don't understand where you are with this.
Okay. You know, we're told when 5 years old that water can form around the ball.
All right, yeah.
Right. Now, I don't see that happening anywhere in nature. Now, as an adult, how old are you from now?
I'm
18. How old-minded would you say you are on a scale of 1 to 10?
Well, if there's enough evidence to support something, I won't believe it.
If you observe water in its natural state, it drops to its lowest point and lies level.
That's true.
Right. That's scientific natural observations.
That's an observation, yeah.
Now, we can prove that by looking at all water that is a level. We use that on a spirit level to find a level plane.
Yes.
Now, as an adult, 20 years old, could I be honest if this is a program response by you or unknowing?
Okay.
How can water conform to the exterior of a ball?
Well, I think that's sort of a flawed argument in the sense that I understand what you're saying. If you take a ball, pour water on it, water tension will keep it there, then it'll drop off. You're right.
Observations will tell me that.
But in zero gravity, where we can observe this, if you put water on a bowl, it forms around it because the centre of gravity allows it to.
Okay. How can I observe that?
How can you observe that? There are people on the International Space Station who can literally show you their videos.
Right, we've gone from water on a ball to the International Space Station. Do you mind me asking questions what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay. So the International Space Station, you said, we can observe zero gravity. How do I know a space station is up in space?
All right, so that's a disbelief in the fact that I'm actually up there. More than happy to see that, but you can take photos of it when it does happen, if it literally in the middle of it. You can see it with a telescope, you can zoom in far enough when it passes.
But we never see any details, so you can't make out what that is.
Right. So if you don't believe that, then it's a matter of you don't believe it's like you don't believe fundamentals, and as a result, you don't believe certain things you can't see with your own eyes.
No, it's not. I don't believe fundamentals.
And how do you know that?
I'm just talking about one particular thing that people are claiming is there, and all I'm doing is asking for proof of that claim.
Okay. Well, I could always say, look, if you go in a satellite and look, the Earth is round, but then if you don't believe that the satellite is round, then you don't believe that that's. You cannot believe
okay, we've gone from water to the International Space Station. Now we're on to satellites.
Yes.
But again, I will ask you, how could you prove to me that satellites are up in space?
Well, if you use, I say Einstein's equation, if you use the speed of light and you shine a probe up into space and it reflects down off that thing, you can calculate the distance between it.
Have you done that yourself?
No, I haven't done it myself, but astrologers do it all the time. And otherwise,
but if you don't mind me saying so,
okay.
What you believe there is what I once believed, but it's second-hand information. It's second-hand information.
All information is second-hand.
No, it's not. No.
So what information is first-hand?
The fact that there's two entities here talking.
Okay, so you're talking about directly observing and speaking.
No, is that right? Can you comment on what I just said? There are two entities here talking. Is that not a self-evident truth?
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
Well, you just said that we can't do that. I've just given you one instant where we can.
No, but I'm saying the information we know, even in our brain, it's not first-hand because we don't know ourselves what we want sometimes.
True, but I'm just trying to establish some facts. I'm just trying to establish some facts between us. That we can establish something as a self-evident truth. Two entities here talking.
Talking about absolute truth, like 1 + 1 = 2. Things that can't be changed. Yeah?
Well, what does that mean? Two figures on a piece of paper, we all agree.
And I'll fast forward it till the end of this conversation to see the full bit.
Proof. Like, you can't prove that it's flat.
It's difficult to converse to you because you're running and saying about 10 things at once.
I'm saying
you're repeatedly saying
you're not arguing that point because you have no actual proof of what you're saying. You don't get what I'm saying. If I can't prove the Earth's round,
listen, you're not even giving me a chance to talk. What do you mean I don't have a chance to prove anything? I'm asking questions what you're claiming. I'm not here proving anything.
Saying you're right, fine.
You're making a lot of claims and you're interrupting quite a lot and you're talking over me. I don't understand why people do that. Why you can't say something and then listen calmly to a response. See, you're interrupting before I finish. Yes, I'm standing here and I have to repeat to you that I'm questioning what I'm told, I'm questioning what you're telling me, and what people should be doing is questioning everything they're told, especially if they can't prove it. And if they can't prove it, then we should not be believing it as a fact until we can verify it for ourselves. And everything you've said to me just now, nothing has been proven.
So you see that sign over there where it's, you see how it's that sign over there where it's like water behaves like that and not like that, right? You're showing me secondary information there.
That's up to you whether you take that or not. You can observe water and it always lies flat, and you see that as primary observations.
If I go far in front of them, I can see that. If I look at the horizon, it's...
No, come on. Did you come down here especially to...
No, I was actually going to go shopping. I think it's.
You've never seen curved water, right? And I will say to you, you're totally mistaken, or you're making this up, because nobody's seen curved water. That's crazy to see.
See, I've been on a plane.
I've been on a plane.
And you can see.
No, you can't.
But I've seen it.
No, you haven't.
But I have.
Okay, if you have, please.
Right, so say it's this whole second information thing.
No, did you see a photograph of it even?
I was 9.
Oh, so you were 9.
Yeah,
so well awake and well aware of your senses at 9 years old. Not socially conditioned to expect to see a cover zone anyway.
Why would I be that way at 9?
Because you'd be more socially conditioned at 9. Yeah, a robot, exactly.
But I'm not.
Okay, everything you've said to me just now, I think you are a robot because you've repeated everything second-hand information.
If you give me a blade, I can cut. You can see blood fall out of me.
Your responses are mechanical and robotic. You're not thinking for yourself.
Right. So think to myself, if I look around, it's flat. If I go on that building,
it's not actually a flat. There's a little slope there going down to the road.
But if we estimate it, it's flat. And if we go
no,
there,
it's not estimating. It's observational, self-evident truth.
If I go far enough with the tree, which I do plenty of times because we're climbing, I can see the horizon. It's flat.
Okay. I'm going to stop it there because I've got other people to go and speak to, and you've got shopping to do. I wouldn't like you to hold back from the shopping because
that's fine.
You haven't. Yeah,
I'm a student. I have nothing to do.
You haven't come here especially, have you? Because you got other things to do. Right. Okay. Nice talking to you.
I see you just cutting me off.
Yes, I am cutting you off.
I'm saying.
Because you're not listening, and we're just going around in circles.
You're saying I'm not listening to you. Yeah. I'm saying if I go on.
Look, there's far more people here. I want to go and approach and speak. You should be silly now. I'm going now.
Are you going?
Yeah.
Okay, well,
bye.
Nice talking to you. I hope that you maybe listen to someone more than just me.
Okay, I think.
I respect that you're doing this. I'm doing this. God bless the US. God bless the US.
Listen to your own words.
This wind's playing havoc, like.
I know.
I just had an angry guy there. I was talking. He started getting angry with this. Oh, I know.
I do like to engage with angry ones.
I'll give you a donation.
Oh man, that's brilliant. Can you say your name to the camera?
It's Ross Henslow, and I've been a fan of our road.
Oh, sorry, mate. I just changed that.
I've been a fan of for about 11 months now, and I kind of go back now, so I've got to show you support.
What's your name?
Ross Henslow.
Ross is just give a nation. Yippee. Thank you, Ross.
I'll get you something.
Thank you so much for doing that. Everybody else in the chat be thanking you as well. Cheers, man.
It's no problem. I watch it all the time, so I'm blown away by it. So.
But thanks so much for coming in.
It's very effective. A lot of people are waking up.
Yeah.
Once your mind is seen, literally the ball is just absolutely perfect.
We were bombarded when we came here by flat earthers. There must have been 12 around us, all passionately saying it was flat.
The one thing I don't like being there was like children as well. I mean, have you seen the cartoons these days? Honestly, it's just landing on the own different thing, can't space.
I'm saying to everybody, suggesting that an intelligent, inquiring mind is not going to be happy with CGI, cartoons, and theories.
Oh, definitely. No, I mean, like, until someone tells you, like, you know, yourself, you don't know,
Absolutely.
When you look at it,
I don't think it's great to see so many people picking up though.
Oh, it's definitely. I do it all the time on Facebook.
Right,
it's effective.
Tara.
But let's take a whirl back for probably full exit. I'll get that for you.
Take your power back.
Yeah, definitely.
Brilliant. And now on to a really open-minded chat at about 1 hour and 3 minutes in.
No, she's not there, I believe. Take care. I'm filming for my YouTube channel. I wonder if I could ask you a couple of questions about this.
No problem,
Excellent. Are you from Newcastle?
Yeah.
So, what's your initial response to seeing this here?
Interesting science.
Interesting
science.
What do you mean by that?
So the way that the water doesn't curve, if you use lasers and you observe
a small piece of water. If there's a curve, you should, if you use the laser, you can see some curve. Yeah. I'm wondering whether gravity not existing would explain that. It's not actually gravity sucking, turning the curve. There's some other kind of force pushing down on the water, pushing down on the earth. It's supposed to be keeping the water on, you know, like a morphogenic field or something. Yeah. Plasma.
Yeah, people suggest maybe it's a magnetic field. But water in its natural state, mass volume will be heavier than the air. Yeah. So it's going to drop. Yeah. And,
true, yeah, of course.
Yeah. And like if you take a helium balloon, it's lighter, so it runs. Yeah. So we don't need to see a gravity to explain buoyancy and density. Like if I'm swimming in water and I exhale all my air, I'll be heavy in the water, so I'll drop. I'll drown. But if I fill my lungs up like a balloon, then I'm going to float because I'm more buoyant and lighter than water.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So buoyancy and density explain things long before the theory of gravity came into place. And the theory of gravity has never been proven.
Where's the science online that says that the laser's going back to Earth? Yeah. The science online, is there?
Well, I've seen laser tests that have come out with two different results, saying they can't see it the other side, and others that do, and you can visually see that. But I think the ones that are saying that it doesn't, it's edited and it's put together to make people believe lasers can't be seen. But you can see exercise where lasers are seen.
Some people can't, some people can, depending on the level of the ball.
Yes, yeah.
Sorry, mate.
No. Yeah, so like when we were 5 years old. Hello, boy.
That's better.
Hello, boy.
It's so exciting.
So when we were about 5 years old, we were taking the classroom, and when you believe the Santa Claus and Tooth Fairy, and then we're told, oh, we live in this magical spinning ball of water around it. Now we never question that, and we accept that as facts. How old have you done in that school?
43.
So now, 40 years old, independent critical thinking, I would ask you, how can water conform to the theory of a ball? It's stupid. Nowhere in nature do we see that. And science should be demonstrable with people and measurable. They cannot reproduce that. Yeah. They can't reproduce a working model of a ball of water around it. It never happens in nature. Because if you look at water line, it drops to slow level and it's flat.
What about when you're looking at science, when you're looking at like theory of relativity and stuff, and how matter or density warps space-time? Does gravity doesn't actually exist, it's more of a warping of space-time. Yeah. It's just gonna...
To tell you the truth, I don't know what that means. Warping of space-time. Yeah. Especially if I don't believe space even exists.
Right, I see. That's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah. No, I'll state to you that nobody's been to space. Yeah. Because it's all secondary information. These images you see of Earth in space, if you go into Google Robert Simmons, he will say they're not photographs, they're Photoshop. He puts them together in Photoshop. Right. If you see the size of America and wonder, it's a completely different size.
There's a long history of America and the world changing maps to reflect different sizes.
And is the maps of the continents really accurate? No.
It'll never be accurate, can it? Because how far down do you want to measure it? You know, you can measure it at the, like, say, this level, or you measure it 500 meters above on a map, you know. So nice. I don't believe anything, mate, to be honest.
Well, now to read it, the whole point is we don't believe anything to verify it for ourselves.
Yeah, I like that mentality.
Prove it for ourselves. Because would you not agree, then it becomes a belief, you can't prove it.
Yeah.
So part of scientism becomes religion, it's a belief. People are walking around here believing they're walking around the ball and water's flowing around it. And planes fly around the ball and goes underneath.
That's an interesting one.
It's ridiculous.
When you get pilots explaining that one, they say, well, it's constantly, the autopilot constantly just adjusts slightly.
Yeah, but if you listen to other pilots, they say they don't take the covers of the Earth into consideration when flying. Now, aeroplanes use a gyroscope and an artificial rise to the fly level. If you kept flying level, you can tell you're flying level because you're refreshing in the airplane, you take off the seatbelt. If you'd go from space, you're on a ball.
Oh, yeah, you have to adjust it.
Yeah. But they don't. I actually spoke to a pilot the other week there who said, oh, I can see his camera trap. Oh, you've seen the camera trap? Oh, yeah, I can prove that. I've got a photograph. Now, I know he didn't have a photograph because it doesn't exist. But he took a picture eventually and he showed me, and it's completely flat away. At an angle.
And the table with the eyes as well, don't see, look, it's perfect.
Absolutely.
I don't even believe that all this is real, you know what I mean? This could just be a simulation or something.
It could be, but I usually start at very basic levels, like there are two entities talking here. Is that not a fact?
Yeah.
I take it from there. Yeah, whatever's beyond us over there, yeah, it may be a simulation or whatever, but here and now, there are two entities talking, isn't it? That's a self-evident truth. And we can build from that, like fire is hot, water is wet. So we can build up in self-evident facts, and we can observe ourselves. Not some idiots tell me that they've discovered planets light years away. How do I verify that? They can tell us anything.
Yeah. Oh, they could, yeah.
And we believe it.
And where's 22 trillion gone?
Exactly, yes.
And all that sort of stuff.
52 million a day, that's the game. Since the 1960s.
And then they've got people like Neil deGrasse Tyson coming on, right? They're saying, oh, we need it because we need to explore space. They weaponise the space. Well, you know, I said, well, they can't.
No, you don't believe they went to the moon, do you?
No, not really. I'm 50-50 because I'm new to everything. But
could I ask you to watch a documentary on the moon landing?
Definitely.
It's called "A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the Moon."
Right.
You will never believe they went to the moon after you watch that.
Will you not? That
just shows you how they think the whole thing.
Right. I hope I watched. Have you seen JFK to 9/11? Yeah. I watched that a couple of weeks ago. With blown away. Yeah. About what the American industrialists did to the Second World War.
Absolutely. Pearl Harbor, they knew that was going to be attacked because they wanted to enter the war because there's a lot of money to be made out of war.
Of course. And we still, we're in like a totalitarian.
Yes, we don't. We're walking around as long as we've got our iPhones and a little bit of drugs and shop. We love shopping, don't we? Yeah. So, and the football, so we don't question what's really going on. I'm not knocking football or anything. I like it myself, but
it's a distraction.
Yeah, it's a distraction. Did you know that the Romans built these colosseums, the gladiators and that, to distract the public away from politics? To entertain them so they don't know what's going on with politics. Yeah, absolutely. That's my YouTube card, man. This is live at the moment, and I can give you a. Excellent. Great. It's just so great to meet people who are open-minded and engaging with the subject matter without jump shops. Well, I was surrounded here when I first came by about 12 flat earthers. They all said, yeah, of course it's flat. It makes sense. It's common sense. The rise is always level, whatever height you go to. If you're on a ball and it rises up, the ball will fall below your feet. Water can outperform the theory of shapes. And we find all these lies about images of space, no photographs.
Yeah. It's interesting.
Yeah.
What's the name of that?
Thanks very much for talking to me.
What's the name of that documentary about? Again?
A funny thing happened in the way to me. Right, thank you.
Excellent interaction. Absolutely excellent. Brilliant. What an open-minded chat.
Hope you're watching. Girls, can I give you a listen? I'm filming for my YouTube channel. Do you think I could ask you a couple of questions? Good. Do you live in Newcastle?
Yeah.
Oh, could I ask you what's your initial response to looking at this? You don't know?
It's a bit weird.
May I ask you why you think it's weird?
I don't know. It's just not something you see every day.
No, it's not. But I think you're going to be seeing a lot more of it, though.
Yeah.
Because so many people are waking up to the fact that they believe everything they were told about the place they live in without any evidence. Can I ask you why you think you live on a gold model?
Because it's been proven, I guess.
Okay. What if I'm just 5 years old and you've told me that and I say that's true?
The internet is like.
And what way would that prove that I'm on the ball?
Well, because people have been to space.
Okay. And can I ask you how you know that?
Because people have been to space and they've filmed the Earth rotating.
Right. So if I didn't believe that and I was a child, I'm asking you, how can you believe it? How can I verify that's true?
I don't know. Go to space.
So then, if I'm believing people have been to space and I can't verify it for myself, Is that not a belief system I've got?
I guess.
So, okay, a lot of science about the heliocentric model, therefore, is a belief system rather than a scientific process of inquiry. It's not.
Yeah.
Because it's second-hand information, isn't it?
Kind of.
Well, you've never been to space yourself.
No, I haven't.
So I'm putting to you that when you went to school, you probably still believed in Santa Claus and the Tooth Fairy, as I did. We were taken into the classroom and we're shown a gold model and we're told that's where you live.
Yeah.
Now, you probably had a couple of questions and they would say gravity, and that's sufficient for us. Now, they could have said cabbage, and we'd have said, okay then, because we're not critically thinking at that age, are we? We're naive, gullible, impressionable. Yeah. So, how old were you now, if you don't mind asking?
I'm 13. I'm
13.
12.
Now, using a bit more of your independent critical thinking, if you can, or still at school, can I ask you honestly, and be aware if this is a program response by you or is unknowing. How can water conform to exterior of a ball?
Is it gravity?
And you said that quite quickly. Now, could you verify that, or is that a response has been indoctrinated with?
Yeah.
Been taught it?
Yeah.
Have you been told it or taught it?
Taught it.
And how have they taught it to you?
Like they went through physics and how it works.
Could you explain to me how water can hold water to a ball through physics?
Gravity keeps the mass is too light, so it keeps it down on its there.
The balance between gravity and like another force,
Okay.
so we will go through the ground.
Right, okay then. That sounds great. Now, if I'm a 5-year-old, I'm asking you, how can you prove that to me?
Well, you pour water on the floor,
So
and then gravity pulls it down instead of floating away.
Okay, we agree we're pouring water on the floor and it goes to the floor.
Yeah.
But can you prove to me there's a force pulling that water down, other than it's just falling down with its own density?
Because water is like it depends how much water you have, because it's quite light in its mass.
Yeah. But let's just say we have a bath of water.
Yeah.
And we tip the bath and water all falls down. Now, are you telling me it's being dragged down by force?
Yeah.
Could you prove that to me? Should science be able to be questioned?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm asking a question. Can science prove to me that there's a force pulling the water down to the ground?
Probably, if they tried hard enough,
Okay.
they could prove it.
It's probably a scientific fact.
No.
So I'm still looking for the proof. So probably doesn't really wash with me. I need some more substance, some more observable, repeatable.
If there wasn't gravity, you would be like floating.
Okay. So you're saying if there wasn't gravity, you'd be floating away?
Yeah.
May I suggest that our body weight is heavier than the atmosphere, so you're not going to fly away anywhere?
It can't really be, because they could be like the lightest thing, and it could kind of like drag away, but that's because like the winds.
Yeah, but you're not going to fly away anywhere.
I mean, unless you have helium.
Now, a good point, yes. If you're filled with helium, that might be a different matter, but a helium balloon is lighter in the atmosphere, so it rises. You're heavier in the atmosphere, so you'll drop. We don't need the theory of gravity to explain density and buoyancy, and that was around many years before the theory of gravity. And the theory of gravity is called theory because it's never been proven, especially holding water to a ball.
Yeah.
Now, I'm a lot older than you, and now I find out it's an insult to my intelligence that I'm told water can form around the ball due to a theory that's never been proven.
Yeah. I mean,
do you see any point in my question about that? The validity
yeah, I
of
do
that?
see a point.
You know, something's been proven that it's flat, so
Sorry?
kind of like it hasn't been proven that it is flat.
How do you know that? Have you researched it?
Well, we've done work at school and stuff, and then
what work have you done?
we've been told like, oh, well, the Earth's a round ball, but then it also has been proven that the Earth has been proven that it's flat.
Sorry, what research have you done that the Earth is flat?
Like, well, we saw like the globe and stuff, like when we go to space, but also with like.
Can I suggest that all those images you see of Earth from space are not photographs? What would you say to that?
Well, we can't really prove that either.
Well, we can prove that they're Photoshop, because the guy who creates them is called Robert Simon. So if you Google Robert Simon Photoshop, you'll hear him on the radio shows saying that those. Could you open that page there? He will say that these blue marble shots that he creates every year are Photoshop, they're not photographs. He said they're Photoshop because they have to be. Now, do you see the size of America compared to each year there? And we can see they're not the same, so they can't both be right. But he's telling you that none of them are right because they're all Photoshop. What do you think of that? There's no photographs of Earth space.
Well, there's no like evidence that, so there's no evidence that's found off. I mean, no evidence that it has been photoshopped. That's like
There are people here I'm with who researched that for 4 years, and there's plenty of proof. But to be informed, am I right in saying? To be informed about something was an argument. Right? Right. Us three were only at school. We wasn't there being flat. But once we researched it, we'll see contradicting facts and natural science that proves there's no way we can live on a spinning ball, because that's never been proven. Are you aware of the scientific experiments that prove the Earth doesn't move?
No.
Just in the last century, there's a Nicholson Morley experiment, Ailey's failure, and Sagnac. They went out to measure the movement of the Earth. This is peer-reviewed scientific journals that are not taught at schools for obvious reasons. They went out to measure the movement of the Earth, and they all concluded that the Earth does not move. But we're not taught that.
If the Earth was flat, why would the sun be like? Why would it be daylight in some places but night in others? Like, because the sun would be there.
Yeah. If you imagine Earth a flat plane, and the sun being a lot closer in your told days and a lot smaller as the moon, and they both revolve around a flat surface, where the moon is shining like a torch beam rather than illuminating the whole planet. Did I say planet there? Oh dear. Habits die hard. I've tried to eradicate that word out of my vocabulary.
Easier said than done, isn't it, Harry? Much easier said than done. Eradicating words out of our vocabulary.
Yes,
yeah. And I hate it when I come up with one and I think, oh no, there it goes again.
Yeah, I think a lot of places have met a lot of flat earthers. Met a lot yesterday in Stirling, Scotland.
Aye.
But
Yeah,
even more, all right.
Yeah, I watch all of them.
Oh, brilliant. Even more today. Yeah. A lot of school children, but on the whole, we're supposed to do a lot of it. I was surrounded at the beginning, must be about 10 or 12 flat earthers, all being very passionate.
And I basically got into it when I was under the Hollywood.
The what's it?
I grew up in the Hollywood and that
yes,
sort of stuff. Then I like sort of like drifted on as you was doing when you like surfed the YouTube on one video tends to lead to another one.
Yeah.
Follow me, I don't like it. I give them one or I just got a sorted. They're not gonna lie.
I was just saying that to the girls there, you know. We never think deeply enough.
Time and effort.
Yeah.
It's easier just to go along and accept what we're being told, isn't it?
Of course it is, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So there's two ways you can go with it, you know what I mean?
That's just to belittle us, isn't it?
If you make it ignorance, or you do go down the rabbit hole. Unfortunately, fortunately, I went down the rabbit hole.
Yeah, we're still down there.
Be alone with the old existence someday. Interesting, though.
Sorry, I'm meeting one doctor. So, do you know anybody else in your personal life or your family who also?
Not a single one. There's a couple sitting on the fence. Don't want to really die. But they don't want to go down that rabbit hole.
Right.
But yes, most of the friends.
So how long have you been into this for?
Yes. Exactly.
So, where do you think it's going? Do you think it's increasing or do you think it's static? Or
I think it's going to be I mean, in maybe a lifetime correlation.
Okay, I'm going to stop it there, and then I'm going to literally chime in here towards the end, and I'm going to play from here. That's all right with everybody. Cool.
Let's hope not. Well, that was lovely. Thanks for giving me a little bit of food.
I'll give you rubbish.
Oh, thank you. Good finger off the lens. So, how have you found it then, Trev?
Oh, great. Yeah, great.
That's the second time I've been out in the street with you now.
No.
Didn't have a bit of a habit, isn't it? So you were saying you might come out and join us?
Middlesborough,
tomorrow, yes. Tomorrow. I will come to Middlesbrough tomorrow.
And you'll stay on the tour bus tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yeah, fantastic.
Oh, actually, I don't know, I was thinking about that. I'll have to shoot off soon and go to work. And then I'll come back tonight and join you in the bus for Roxanne's live chat and stuff, if I can, sorry.
You don't need an invite,
right?
Trev.
I'll do that, and I'll have to see. I don't want to just
go to the pub.
Yeah, but definitely, I'll be at Middlesbrough tomorrow.
Fantastic, man. Brilliant.
Yeah, it's good.
So you heard it here first.
The other players was there, Middlesbrough.
Yeah. I think so too.
Yeah.
I think so too. Tomorrow should be really interesting. So thank you everybody for watching those clips and bearing with me while I work through them. What was your take on today, Jason?
I was kind of like, I was so disappointed at first. Chris really made it so disappointing because he gave the first the first sort of snapshot of what's happening, and he turned around and said, "Oh, we've got terrible lightning." And I kind of thought, "Oh, great, it's not happening." Newcastle, one I've been waiting for, it's not happening. So yeah, thanks for that, Chris. That was but yeah, so I mean, once it started, I just knew that these guys would be. It's a good job that you didn't do this next to a pub like we did in Cardiff. Because when we were in Cardiff, I felt as though it was going to be the same atmosphere, and I thought if we were going to be right next to a pub, that we'd be surrounded by proper Geordies. But it was good balance today, and wasn't it difficult? I thought the hardest part about today was trying to find a global lever.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
They were few and far between in Newcastle. Let me tell you, I really was astonished at the amount of people in Newcastle that know they're not living on a boat.
Yeah, amazing.
Newcastle. Props to Newcastle. I want to thank everyone so far for staying with us while we play through the clips. I wanted to see if we could get a breakdown of the recent donations. I want to give a few shout outs to people for donating. Massive shout out to the people that came up to the tour today in person and donated in person. But also Flat Earth Dude, thank you so much for your donation. And Janet as well, as we were just saying in the chat room, for your donation as well. Guys, have you got access to the information that we need in order to give people a shout out, my darlings?
I certainly can.
Yeah.
Are you asking me or somebody else?
You, Jason, anybody that has the capabilities to give us a breakdown of who and when and what.
I'll just go for PayPal, please.
All right. Well, on the from the GoFundMe and that, a thank you for Janet. Janet's just donated, which I'm just going to refresh my page as well. I haven't refreshed that just in case. I'm sometimes careful on who's donating. One or two people are donating, and they rather remain anonymous. So we'll just call them. Thank you very much, Mr. or Mrs. Anonymous.
Lovely. The same. It's appreciated all the same with the name.
Yes. Yeah. Because so I'm very careful on but I mean, like today, as I say, Janet's just donated. Someone else has just donated, Mr. or Mrs. Anonymous. We've got Alex has just donated. I think that was yesterday. And then we had, I don't know if you all remember Victor. We didn't really mention. I think his name's Freyers or something, from New York. Victor from New York.
Yeah, brilliant.
He did a really good donation. So thank you very much, Victor. We've had some great donations. But I'll let you. What's been going on with PayPal then?
Well, we as a team decided what we needed per day to break even. So it's £40 more than that today. So we definitely broke even today. That's just PayPal, I think. And then we had 3 donations today and 3 yesterday in cash when they came out to see us. So
it's absolutely amazing, guys. It's absolutely amazing. This is the people's tour. This is the people's tour, the Global Eye UK tour. Yeah, it's not just our tour, it's your tour too. It's, you know, we the people are keeping the wheels going. We the people are joining the tour, you know, from city to city, from town to town. You're seeing the self-evidentness of that right now with Trav sitting there with the guys. You know?
People's tour.
Can I just say, sorry to interrupt, I just say, I just spotted as well, Critical Inception, he is Alex, who donated. So thanks very much, guys. He's he's an up-and-coming activist, and he's out on the road now. You can, I'll put a link in the chat for his new channel. You want to check him out, and please subscribe. I'm looking forward to some good things from Alex.
Excellent. We'll do that. Can I just say that you know, we know as a team that some days we're not exactly breaking even, but we need to break even each day. So I think over the last 2 days we have done, which is really encouraging.
Yeah, well said. Well said. So tomorrow, where are you guys going tomorrow?
Miiddlesborough.
Okay. And when can we expect to see you in Miiddlesbrough tomorrow?
Well, it depends on the weather again, like yesterday. I think it's going to be a very similar day with the weather. So I usually look at the chart to see when it dies down. And yesterday it said it was dying down about 3-4 o'clock. So that's the time we turned up. And luckily it stayed off for most of the day, the rain. So I'll look at the weather forecast and see when it's the quietest, and then we can do a little live video to see when we're expected to be in Middlesbrough.
That would be excellent. That's so helpful for everybody that's within reach of the vicinity that you're going to, because obviously with parking, with timings, it's not done on purpose, guys. What we don't want to do is start giving you specific locations, and then there's a problem with parking, or then there's some issues, and then we're not where we say we're going to be. We'd rather be where we say we're going to be first time. We had very early on teething issues with saying we're going to try and be there and people trying to find us. And we tried to learn as we were going on. You know, none of us are professional activists for people. This is the cause. And obviously we're trying to learn as we go and streamline it as we go along so that people don't have the same confusion that they had at the beginning. And my deepest apologies for that at the beginning. We had a good few people.
Almost all, yeah.
Missing us, and that was not done on purpose or through any facetious mentality.
Just say a couple of things, Roxanne. Yeah, tomorrow's a bit unpredictable, but we're not going to have that problem for the rest of the week because we're always big weather for the rest of the week.
Brilliant.
But something else that was troubling me from yesterday, because I've got like, so much things, and make sure I don't miss anybody out. You know, I missed out some of the hues yesterday, and I felt really bad. I felt I let them down, and I'm trying to thank everybody. But you know, Mark Donnelly is a really good friend of mine. I felt really bad. I never mentioned him once, and he's given up his studies. He's studying hard at university. He had his family around, but he still came out to support us.
That's right.
He's done it twice. He's running around posting things, collecting things from the post office.
Massive love and respect to Mark. The most love and respect to Mark, man.
We send out the USB sticks and he posted them back. So my deepest apologies, Mark, because he's contributed so much towards this trip and the Scottish Highland tour that he came on. So he's a very good dear friend of mine, and I feel terrible that I missed him out. Yeah. So deepest apologies, Mark. I really appreciate all your commitment and support because he's supported me. So, what a guy. Yeah, great guy. Yeah.
Nicely said, guys. Do you have a weather report for tomorrow?
I'll get it right now.
Yeah. And while he's getting the weather report, I just want to say to the chat room, if you've got any questions for the tour, please put them in the chat box in capitals so that we can decipher them from the chat that's in there. And I'll be happy to oblige and answer anything within reason that you may want to know. And while you're doing that with the weather as well, I'd like to give a shout out to everybody that's in the chat room.
Get it wrong.
Tommy Rogers, GoPro Flat Earth UK Derb, AJM Plain Sailing. Thank you all for being here. Flat Earth Portugal, Dana, thank you for being here. BFE, hiya, darling. Thanks for being here. Just scrolling up. Yep. Hello, my darling. Critical Inception. As the guys are saying, is that Alex? Oh.
It's quite heavy rain forecasted in Miiddlesborough until 6 p.m. before it actually dies down. Sometimes that's an hour out, so it could be 5 p.m. So maybe if we head to Miiddlesborough about the same time as we did today for Newcastle and wait it out until the rain dies down a bit. So ideally, maybe be there by 4 o'clock.
Okay, perfect.
Even a bit early to find the right spot.
Maybe we could do a drive round and choose some places.
Yeah, we did that today as well in Newcastle. Yeah.
Awesome. And just to clarify, is Critical Inception the one that you said is Alex?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. Go on, finish, Harry, what you were saying, and then I'll carry on with the shout.
I was just going to say that's the last day. I think we need to really be concerned about times because the rest of the days looks quite consistent. No rain.
Excellent. Oh, that's lovely. I'll carry on with shouting out the chat room. Critical Inception. Good times for all. Thank you so much for being here with us. Michael Heslock, Mr. Tavistock, Ricardo, Cornish Timekeeper. Thank you so much for being here with us. Nora, No One's Flower. Thank you so much for being here with us. And yeah, the shout outs that Jason was giving to Black Earth Dude as well for his donation. Thank you so much. Massively appreciate that. Nigel Barnett, thank you so much for tuning in. Boo Ranch, thank you for tuning in. Thank you to Brian on his donation. Thank you so much for that. Going further up, Neil Gizmo Russell, thank you for tuning in. I don't want to miss anyone, okay? I'm not in the habit of doing that now. Brian Shooker, thank you for tuning in.
Can I just mention one? I'm not sure if you mentioned one. Don't forget, Marilyn is here as well. Marilyn Spirit Level. I'm just gonna, for those of you who don't know who she is, you need to check out her channel as well. Links just coming up right now. Absolutely fantastic, especially when she gets. I think it's a university or something or school in Stockton. That was brilliant to watch. Thoroughly enjoyed that. Well done, Marilyn.
And yes, Marilyn Spirit Level. Best of luck to you, my darling. John James, thank you for tuning in. Kimmy Sprobra, hello, my darling. Thank you for tuning in. I am Empire, Playful Yogi. Thank you for tuning in. And yeah, massive thanks to all you guys. There's some really lovely comments in the chat room, guys. So if you do get a moment to watch it on the playback, by all means, get in there. And questions wise, we've either covered all of the questions that anyone may have had, and yes, cough cough, you're here, Jason, bless you. I see you. And yeah, if you have any questions, I'd be more than happy to get those answered for you. I will additionally put the tour locations and dates in the description box. I did yesterday, but where I thought I put the website in there, and if I haven't, it's on the homepage of my YouTube channel. But I will put it in the description anyway for the Global website, because all of the information is all there for the dates and everything for you. So yeah, I'll put those bits and pieces in the description box. But in the meantime, all the links are in the homepage of my channel. And I think, Jason, did you share the link for the Global website as well?
I did, but I will again.
Yeah. And in the description is all of the links for how to donate to this tour. You can donate through GoFundMe, you can donate through Patreon, you can donate through PayPal, and if you can get to the tour in person, you can donate in person. The guys will happily let you follow them to the petrol station, fill up the camper. That'd be lovely. Perfect. If you want to buy some oil for us to keep it going, that's perfect as well. Go down to Halford, bring some oil along. What oil does it take? We'll put the information in the description box. So yeah, is there anything you guys want to say regarding anything we've covered before we wrap up and give everyone the
one little question, Trav?
Yeah. Well,
You've been out there on the tour today. Someone just mentioned in the chat, and it'd be awesome. You know, like, will you be interacting with people with on camera?
Go. So yeah. I'm happy for that. I don't mind.
Be brilliant. You know, like excellent. You know, like there you go. Who was it? It was who asked that? Ricardo asked that one. There you go.
All right.
Hi, Ricardo. Brilliant guy.
Well, while I was there, I was streaming Facebook Live for a little bit.
Yes, I saw that. Yeah.
Oh, did you sit by? Yeah. It's my first time, so like, I'm still trying to get to the whole thing.
No, did absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
Awesome. That would be excellent. So we can expect to see you around the same time tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah. And for everyone that's just tuned in, if they're coming late, where will you be tomorrow, guys? You tell us.
Well, Roxanne, we haven't had a chance to even look yet. But apart from the usual, in the centre, where it's busiest, around four, that's all I know. Around, I don't even know how far it is. I haven't had a chance to even look in the map yet.
It's not that far. We'll see.
Yeah. Jason, is there anything you want to say before we wrap up for the evening?
Yeah, just thanks, lads. I had a great time today. I thoroughly enjoyed watching Newcastle. So yeah, that was a treat today. Thank you very much.
Especially for you, Jason, because I know how much you wanted to do that.
I did. I've missed two important dates. It was Newcastle and Dublin for me, and maybe what's it, Global Eye UK #2. I'm on that one.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I did say, is it too soon to start talking about that? But I don't think it is too soon now, because there's a lot of locations. You know, Manchester was one that I wanted us to go to, but like you said, we've been there before.
But #2,
not me personally, but you guys have been there before, right? So
I think 3 times now. Yeah.
Times, yeah.
Yeah, you're still with us.
Sorry, am I still here?
Yeah.
Just cut out. Right, so tomorrow, Middlesbrough. The following day, I'm just going to let everyone know, just even for a playback purpose, the following day, the tour is going to be in Scarbrough on the 15th, then in Hull on the 16th, and York on the 17th, then Leeds on the 18th, Huddersfield on the 19th, Doncaster on the 20th. And then in tomorrow's, I'll read on further. I'll give you a synopsis like that at every point when I go live, just to keep you up to date with it. So as I just said, the guys are going to be in Middlesbrough tomorrow around the same time. If you haven't already, click the notification bell on Harry's channel so that you can be notified. However, I do see that YouTube is playing havoc with people's notifications and subscriptions. People are not getting notified. Me, myself, I'm not notified either sometimes, and I have to find it for myself. So that's incredibly annoying. But subscribe to Harry's channel, hit the notification bell. Chris UK's channel is in there as well. The guys are going to be live around the same time tomorrow. Come one, come all. If you live within reach of where they're going to be, and you guys said that you're going to update us just as you're arriving to let us know where you're going. If you live within reach, they're going to be there for a few hours. Come one, come all, come down, interact. If you want to interact with people, fine. If you just want to come out to show solidarity, by all means do that too. All right?
Excellent. Yeah.
Perfect. And with a bit of luck, a little bit more on time tomorrow, you guys will oblige me and come on again for another Global Eye UK Tour live update. Thanks very much. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me this evening, and thank you everybody in the chat for being here with us while we're live and taking the time out of your evening to listen to what we have to say to you regarding where we're at with the tour. Today was Newcastle. Tomorrow is
Middlesbrough.
Awesome. All right, my darlings. See you tomorrow.